What's up, everybody? Your host, Tomas Ramirez here, and we are reviewing another awesome Kevin Smith movie. For Father's Day, I figured why not start the Father's Day weekend with an awesome Father's Day movie. Yes, this is the Father's Day because this is about someone becoming a father. So, I figured why not, right? Pretty smart, huh? We open our feature film in front of the iconic Quick Stop and quickly see that RST video got replaced with Redbox. I freaking love that, dude. Like, Randall literally did nothing and then now he gets replaced with the machine. As we see the lovable Dante, played by Brian O'Halloran, we see the SWAT team sneak up on him, and then Dante quickly panics and says,
Hey, oh, this is about Randall, listen. Randall Graves, I can take you to him. Seriously, I can. Listen, guys, I'm not even supposed to be here today.
However, the SWAT team plan on arresting our dynamic duo, Jay and Silent Bob, for drug trafficking. We then cut to the court scene with Justin Long, Craig Robinson, and Joe Manganiello. Hey, I said that right. Alright. Alright, where they find out where CBN Films has owned their names, Jay and Silent Bob, and they can no longer use their name. So, what are they to do? Well, let's find out.
Saban Films owns their names.
What?
I said Saban Films owns your names.
Jay and Silent Bob, you are hereby legally prohibited from calling yourselves Jay and Silent Bob ever again.
I freaking love the court scene, dude. I swear, dude. Justin Long, he's fucking out of there, man. And then, Craig Robinson's a nice touch, too. So as they go see their old friend Brody, played by Jason Lee, at the mall, where we find out again another movie is being made, and again they realize they have to stop it. So, going to Hollywood, they find out they can't fly because they're on the no-fly list, and decide to use the Ride Me Now app, where they meet a guy named Todd, aka Merkin, played by Fred Armisen, where they enjoy a nice fresh dish of hater tots. We then see Matt Damon.
I was Loki in the 90s, before it was cool. And I did it without the fake British accent. Anyway, for 20 years now, people ask, what happened to Loki at the end of Dogma? Did he go to hell? Heavens no. Pun intended. But I did almost unmake existence, so as punishment, God, who looks exactly like Alanis Morissette, banished me to life on Earth. Again. But not Wisconsin this time, thank Christ. No. God dropped me in the Mediterranean Sea, where I was rescued by Italian fishermen. I didn't even know who I was anymore. I had total amnesia. So, after the events of Dogma, I guess you could say I was born again. And what you're looking at now is... wait for it. My reborn identity. Oh, shit! Pun game, on point! You just got touched by an angel, son!
Now at movies, Jay and Silent Bob find out that Merkins never smoked. So they decide to get him high and bust out the 3 chronic blunts. Or joints. They actually look like joints. But anyway, as they go inside movies, we see Merkin get busted by the cops. And then we see Jay watching TV where he sees the one and only Justice, played by Shannon Elizabeth, where he dreams about taking it from behind. As they grab their food and make their way out of movies, they see that Merkin's no longer there, and they come to the conclusion that Merkin abandoned them, wherein they have no choice but to write a bad review.
Oh, motherfucker, you're gonna pay. You are the one who is the hater, Todd. Fuck your frozen food dreams. Do you even know what a merkin is? It is a pube toupee. So why don't you live up to your name and go sit on some bald dick?
And have no other choice but to walk to justice. The thing that was always in the back of my mind was, where did they know where she lived? Like, did he always know where she lived? Did they look her up in the phone book? The movie doesn't really make it clear, but because this is a Jay and Silent Bob movie, I'm not throwing logic in this thing. So, as Jay and Silent Bob knock on the door, Justice opens it and to her surprise sees Jay and Silent Bob. As she faints and as our 2 heroes get knocked out, upon their wake up, we see Justice and Jay reconnect, and he finds out that he's had a long-lost daughter. Finding out why he never knew about her, Justice decides to introduce Jay to Millennium Falcon.
Mom! I told you to leave these meth heads tied up until the cops got here. I almost killed the older one.
Older one?
This is my best friend, Sopapilla.
Ooh, ¿cómo está, soapy penis?
Holy shit, it's Sopapilla.
They don't really hit it off, but then Jay ends up meeting Justice's wife, Reggie Falcon, played by Rosie O'Dawson, and she literally finds it an extremely, extremely high honor to meet him.
Oh my god, this is him? Yes. This is Mr. Come Quick. I never ever thought I'd get the chance to meet you. You're like a living legend.
For what?
All the wrong reasons, bro.
Deciding to leave, Millennium Falcon and Sopapilla ask Jay and Silent Bob to take them to Hollywood. Well, more like demand them to take them to Hollywood, but who cares? So she ends up drugging them where Jay and Silent Bob meet Method Man and Redman, where they actually get some pretty good fatherly advice, in my opinion.
I just found out I have a kid, and then that kid roofied us with chocolates.
My advice, anybody, and I mean antibody, with cum can be a father. But only love can make you a dad. You understand me?
Okay, wait a minute. How you gonna talk about love and you flinging cum all over the place? That shit's unseemly, bruh.
Unseemly, God damn it. Listen, you want to be a good dad? Then just think of all the fucked up shit your dad did wrong, because look at you, and do the opposite.
But you met your kid. There you go. See? You already a better dad than your dad ever was, bruh. Now, get the fuck out and hit the road.
Upon their wake up, they finally meet the rest of the gang as they steal a van from a pedophile.
Pedophile piece of shit!
Jay and Silent Bob find out the real reason why the gang wants to go to Hollywood, and while Jay and Silent Bob get distracted by Merkins, Millennium Falcon and the gang steal the van and leave Jay and Silent Bob, but they help get rid of Merkins, so that's like a plus, right? On their way to retrieve the van, they see that the KKK tied the girls up, and they think of a plan to save the girls and get the van back. Jay ultimately throws a special joint in the fire, and Silent Bob distracts the clan with an awesome speech.
You're talking about what? You're talking about... You're bitching about what? Are they all here?
Who the fuck are you?
I'm going anyway. Let's talk about something important. Pitchforks are for Klansmen only.
Listen to this shit.
You certainly don't, pal, because the good news is you're fired.
Mister, what's your name?
Fuck you! That's my name. Always be ducking. Always be ducking.
Kill these racist fucks!
Hold on!
And you know, okay, again, I still never understood how Silent Bob made it in the van. They never stopped, they never slowed down. The van literally just kept driving. But again, this is a Jay and Silent Bob movie, not gonna put logic in it. So fuck it. They made it to Hollywood. Millennium Falcon and Jay have that one-on-one just before making it to Chronic Con. That is such an awesome freaking name, dude. I wish we had a Chronic Con here, dude. I'd go to that. I'd go to that fucking a lot. But anyway, the gang and our favorite duo decide that it's best to say goodbye. And I did not mean to rhyme that, but fuck it. We have an awesome, and I do mean awesome, Kevin Smith montage. I mean, Jason Biggs, James Vanderbeek, Comic Book Man, Clerks 25th Anniversary Cast, and then bam, finally, Ben Affleck, aka Holden McNeil, and Alyssa Jones, aka Finger Cuffs, as they're introduced to Holden's daughter. Fun fact, this is actually Jay's real life kid. Like Jason Mewes, the dude who plays Jay, yeah, that's actually his kid. So I thought that was actually pretty cool. They found a little small part for her. But anyway, we get some more fatherly advice and some VIP passes to be an extra in Kevin Smith's newest film, Blunt Man v. Chronic, starring I'm gonna say this shit wrong, Melissa Bonoset and Val Kilmer. And fucking Tommy Chong. So, badass cast. As Millennium Falcon and Silent Bob knock out Kevin Smith and replace him with Silent Bob, they end up getting Seiyu on stage where she kicks out Silent Bob and takes over the movie set. Jay finally tells Millennium Falcon that he's her father, and she kind of freaks out and says,
"Oh God, wait, no way, no fucking way."
And just before they're about to kill Jay in front of Millennium Falcon, in comes Iron Bob. And he just starts fucking people up. While Jay and the rest of the crowd join the fight, Millennium Falcon gets Say You Hi, but is quickly stopped. And then she's quickly stopped.
Fuck yeah!
And as they pretty much save the day, we dissolve back into the quick stop with Jay and Millennium Falcon finally having that coffee and father-daughter moment that she's always wanted. He shares stories to her about being a mall rat and then the Dogma days and of course how he met her mother Justice originally. So that's the end of my review for the Jay and Silent Bob reboot. So the things that I really liked about this movie is literally all the appearances that were in the movie, from the new characters like Chris Hemsworth and Fred Armstein, and to the old characters, Ben Affleck, who actually started off with Kevin Smith and then became a huge actor, and just for him to be an original character in it is just badass. And even Matt Damon, I didn't picture them in anything like any Kevin Smith project anymore. You know, I picture them being too big to not want to do it. But to me, that's badass, man. Like, I literally loved every cameo that was in there. Also, I loved how we got to see Jay grow up and become a dad. Literally, I was kind of like everyone else. Like, I don't see Jay becoming a dad. Like, you know, just from Clerks to Mallrats to Dogma, like, I don't see that. But he's at that age to where, you know what, everyone has to grow up, like, and so do they. So does Jay and Silent Bob. So I really like how that bridge kind of how we got to see that bridge kind of form from him becoming a father. I also like how it brings up the gap between old and new. Like, of course, I was a kid whenever all these movies came out, so now that I'm an adult, I can show it to my kids and stuff. Like, my dad, he's like in his 50s, I want to say, and I'm like barely, not even in my 30s yet, so, and then I can still keep showing, like, my kids when they get a little older. Probably not now, because they're fucking, like, 9 and 10. I'd be a horrible dad, I think, but... Also, the other thing I liked about it is you can actually tell that the cast and crew were having fun making this film. They did whatever felt natural. Like, Kevin Smith was like, "I trust you, man, action." And then they kind of just acted it out. Like, I'm sure they read the script and was like, "Okay, so this is what this scene's about. I'm going to take it. I'm going to add my little spin on it or my little flip to it," to where every character, you can tell, like, every character brought their own flavor in it. Like, yes, it's a Kevin Smith movie, but there's literally flavors of Justin Long in it, Craig Robinson in it, even for the short time Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are in it. Like, they all put their own special mark in it, and to me, that's badass, dude. Like, I could tell at least, but I don't know. What do I know, right? So that's pretty much it on the pros. The cons for it is I didn't like how dumb the characters were, how, like, some of the characters were. I know that in his old movies, Kevin Smith has a lot of dumb characters, but in this one, to me, it kind of felt like it was a little overboard when the dude's like, you know, where's his dick? Where's his dick? Like, you know, you can obviously tell it was tucked in, but I get it. They were just trying to make that scene funny, but, you know, I feel, come on, you could have did a little bit better, I feel. The hater tot thing, really, I do like the play on word, but again, like, a oven in a car doesn't make sense. But that's just me. And then the end of the KKK skit, like, that was kind of like a little too obviously, like, come on, dude, are all of the KKK members that dumb? They didn't fucking know that Silent Bob wasn't a member. But anyway, that's kind of it, about the cons. Oh, no. And then another thing I didn't like about it. This is kind of a dumb thing to kind of bitch about, but fuck it. I don't like the fact that Jay and Silent Bob are getting old. Like, like, if it was up to me, dude, they'd stay you know, them how they were forever. But I do understand everyone gets old. That one's kind of just a little dumb thing, just so I can make my cons list a little bigger. Because other than that, there's really nothing I didn't like about this movie, dude. I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan, and I will always be a Kevin Smith fan. Which leads me to my next question: will I be a fan of it? Yes, fucking yes, I will. Like I was saying, dude, I've always been a Kevin Smith fan since I was knee high, dude. Like a good 10 years old, I'm pretty sure. Like whenever Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back came out. I remember my dad took us, and then once it just kind of came out, he was just like, "Holy shit, what the fuck did I do?" Me and my older brother, he's like a year, 2 years older than me. We're just in the theater laughing our ass off. It was pretty funny, dude. Good times. So the people I'd recommend it to. Honestly, people who just like comedies, like if you're the type that puts a lot of logic into movies, you're not gonna like this movie. Also, if you're a person who's not really a Kevin Smith guy, you might not like it because there's a lot of Kevin Smith jokes and references in this movie. So I feel like the people I'd recommend it to are like just Kevin Smith fans and just people who just love to laugh at stupid stuff. Again, if you put a lot of logic in movies, you're not gonna like this movie, dude. Like you have to like dumb movies, and and I don't mean dumb as an insult because I love dumb movies, dude. Like I really do. It kind of depends, honestly. If it's too dumb, then I'm kind of like no. But if it's, like Kevin Smith, smart, dumb, then I'm a fucking huge fan of it, dude. But anyway, that's it. That's all I got for my review for Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. Have you seen it? It's been out since 2019, so I'm pretty positive you've seen it. What do you think? Comment, click the link. Love to hear your opinion. But I'm out.